If you're just joining this Exploring Cyprus in Winter series, welcome. I'm Kamar, and this is my wife Kelly. Almost every December since 2015, we've been blessed enough to travel to different countries with our friend Amy. Together, we've fed hyenas in Ethiopia, climbed a mountain in Sri Lanka, we've taken a canoe through an 8-kilometer underground river, and most recently explored the beautiful country of Timor-Leste. Our last adventure we completed in December 2019 took us to the Mediterranean island of Cyprus. This vlog finds us halfway on our 2-week trip in a tiny mountainside village called Oikos. Feel free to click the card in the top right corner and start from the beginning of this adventure. It's a super rainy day today. We actually checked Google Maps this morning and there's supposed to be a slight chance of snow tonight. Just watch your step. You look like a hobbit. Since the monastery was closed yesterday, when we arrived, we decided to try it again for the first thing today. After talking to a couple people, I found out that he was saying that there's no electricity right now, so everything is closed. Whoa, was that lightning? Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, you can feel like you're cold.
Alright, back to the car. Holy shit.
To be able to see.
Alright, so we just drove a little bit away from the mountainside where we're staying. Found a sunny spot. There's a Venetian bridge 150 meters down this trail. Oh, the boat's actually pretty good. A little olive grove, not olive, orange grove. We're still on the hunt for this Venetian bridge. It's taking us through like some really back road, foresty kind of areas. It's really beautiful. You got all them nice oranges and yellows of fall. I never experienced that before, so it's really cool to see it. I don't know if this is the bridge. It looks like a road to me. Is that the bridge?
Amy, please don't fall in your ass.
That orange was so good.
Oh, you had it.
Huh?
You had it.
Yeah, I picked one. I don't know if I should have. What do you think about Cyprus so far?
I like it. And these like little churches and bridges, it's almost like a scavenger hunt across the country to try and find the different things.
Yeah.
There's so many different pockets. Each city feels a little different. The mountain villages are awesome.
Lena, who was the owner of the Oleastro Museum, who we met in episode 4, she had given us like a list of villages and places that we should visit. And one of those was Kakopetria. It was about 25 kilometers away from us. The Troodos region is home to 10 painted churches, which are all UNESCO heritage sites. Lucky for us, there was one on the way to Kakopetria. The oldest watermill in Cyprus. Oh, it just says while you're in Galaha, just take a chance to visit it. UNESCO heritage site. There's also a number to call. Amy got 2 European SIM cards and for whatever reason, phones work with some numbers and not others. So because our phones weren't working and we couldn't connect to the network, we were unable to call the person who was supposed to come and open the church. The first thing we did was run through the rain, which we couldn't seem to escape. This restaurant was our savior. We tucked in for some warmth from the fireplace and some eats. Get it, Amy, get it.
That's just a meat pocket.
As we made our way out to the restaurant, a group of young carolers came in to spread some Christmas cheer. It chose you because you're warm. She warm?
He's so cute.
Oh my god, he's got the grossest little teethies.
Can I call him Smokey?
Alright, so there's a legend that says that the town, it got its name from this tragic event in which a newlywed couple, they were performing some kind of ceremony around the stone and they crushed the newlywed to death. Apart from that sad story, there are plenty of friendly cats at the entrance into the old village. Since the village was located in the foothills of the Troodos Mountains, there was a lot of nature to get lost in. in a small town called Kakopetria. We've been spending today driving around quite a bit. Left to right.
Don't throw. Don't drop it down. Drop, don't throw.
Alright. Let me see yours. Let me see your contender.
That's my two stick.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, drop.
Oh, oh, oh.
I'm taking the lead. Oh no, boy, got dropped. Hi.
I think Kelly was the winner, but it's hard to tell. I think you're usually supposed to have someone down watching the finish line.
Yeah, yeah. All in all, the entire loop was about 30 minutes.
You gotta be careful on the cobblestones.
When we entered the old village, it was cozy, it was picturesque, and it really felt like we were transported back into time. All of the houses that were there were like this, made of this traditional stone and wood. There were cobblestone streets, which were extremely narrow, as you can see from this photo right here. The next day was Christmas Day, and it started out really good for us because we finally found one of the painted churches that was open. The Church of Archangel Michael was built in 1474 and is located in the Pedulous village, which was just about maybe 20 minutes drive away from where we were staying.
Stamps, really. It's really well preserved.
It is. After leaving the church, we drove to Mount Olympus. But just before that, we had to go back home. I grossly misjudged how cold it was outside, so I had to go home to pick up another coat. I think we might have just seen our first. Oh, look on the side of the street, look. Snow. And there's ice on the road as well.
Yeah. I don't need my jacket. Kamar, 20 minutes ago.
Right?
Well, we're here, guys.
Merry Christmas from Mount Olympus. This is the first time we're actually stepping out into snow like this. Oh, here we are.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
That's a little snowman. Amy's making a little snowman.
Should we move to Canada next year?
No! Oh my god, it's so cold. Like when the snow's wet like this, there's packing snow because you can make snowballs.
Really?
This is terrible skiing snow.
Terrible skiing snow because it gets heavy on your skis and you get like stuck almost. Watch from this. Want to see me roll it? Make a snowman. You gotta like change direction so your ball doesn't become a square. Okay, like this.
So this is my first real experience with snow. I've never walked in snow like this before. Now I've seen snow before, just one time in New York. This was different. This was like my first heavy snowfall. I had some learning to do, right? So I made my first snowball, and the first thing that I did was to throw it at Kelly. I learned a huge lesson seconds later. There's a big difference between packing snow and powdered snow. This was packing snow, and basically the snowball that I threw at Kelly, it was equivalent to a stone, to a rock. Thankfully, I didn't hurt her.
I haven't been this cold in forever. Holy shit.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on in,
Yeah. So since snow was in the forecast, lots of families and friends made their way up to the mountains to enjoy the snowfall.
Holy shit.
Oh, you slammed that door like you couldn't wait. And since everyone was heading to Mount Olympus, it made driving just a slight nightmare.
Alright, we're gonna put the lights back on.
and it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got.
The roads were icy and slippery, and our car wasn't really like, you know, equipped to deal with it. But kudos to Amy for driving us safely. These guys here and many others, they weren't as lucky.
So you gotta be real gentle with the brakes in these situations, Mark?
Yeah.
Because if you slam them on, then you're sliding.
Then you're sliding, right?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
A little scary?
Yeah. I don't want to go more.
Don't worry, we gotta get it.
You don't have to come up there. I'm just gonna go check around the corner. I'll come back in.
Yeah, I don't like the noises.
I think I'm more scared because I know that it's like a dilapidated structure. But if I did believe in bullshit, this would freak me the fuck out. Let's see what that thunder coming up.
It is really creepy. So this is like the reception area, I guess. That is what's creepy.
I'm actually scared, Callie.
What is it? Ooh.
Yeah.
That is very dangerous. Come this way. As we walked through the hotel, it was weird because there was like so much thunder and lightning. It was almost like a movie set. I'm pretty sure there was somebody somewhere playing all these special effects. This used to be the swimming pool. It's a pretty big hotel though, right? Yeah.
So, I think it's pretty real.
Oh my god!
That is thunder. That makes it even more creepy.
Maybe we should make our way back.
Yeah.
To the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch this that. Hell, that was a cool find. The whole story about this hotel here is that there was a man, he opened this hotel. The hotel, it pretty much was a luxury hotel, and it did pretty well back in the days. And he died, and when he died, he asked his 3 sons to take over the hotel and to run it for him. They couldn't get along with each other, and it's after that point when the hotel just fell into a state of disrepair. Nobody looked after it, nobody took care of it, and now it's one of the odd things to do off the beaten track. Like according to the villagers here, it's supposed to be haunted. I'm actually happy that we see this in this kind of weather because in summertime,
made it extra spooky.
Yeah.
Man. Like a blue sky wouldn't have been.
No, it would have been no.
And the thunder.
It would have. I guarantee you, it stinks in the summertime too.
All right, next stop.
Home, Jeeves.
On the way back home, we tried one last time to get into the Agios Lambadisitis painted church, and it happened to be open. The only downside was that you couldn't take photos or videos on the inside, so I guess you'll have to visit. Push, yeah.
I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend.
I am stuffed like a.
All right, one last ride in this elevator.
Huh?
I said this was a really good day.
Gracias.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. See you. Good night. Yeah. We're back up to street level. We're gonna walk into, I don't know the name of it, but this bar where we were. Hey, how are you? Merry Christmas. Being the creatures of habit that we are, we went back to the same bar from the last episode and ended up playing some games, and that was how we spent Christmas Day 2019. In the next episode, we leave the mountains. We're gonna head to a town where Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love, she visited these baths, and do some hiking and do some more fun stuff as we bring this Cyprus in winter experience to a close. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. As always, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Peace and love. As always, I will see you in the next video.
It is that time of the year, drinking hot wine by the fire. Here on our own, we got nothing to fear. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend.